Hello to my 3 followers. How are you? I am finally posting an update. I haven't done this in a couple weeks, I guess. Last week I was at an implant course, so it actually threw me off by a lot because it was just out of my routine. And but today it's Thursday. I have my morning off. I have to start getting ready for work soon, but I was able to go to the gym this morning and I feel so good after the gym. And today, what I did differently, I had a Cliff Bar before I went with a cup of coffee, and it actually gave me such good energy, and I really showed up for the workout today. So I think that's something I'm gonna start doing. My husband got a ton of Cliff Bars. They're right there. So, usually if you look at the ingredients, there's so much soy and rice and oats, basically grains and everything that's not Whole 30 or paleo. And for some reason in my head, I'm just stuck on thinking that I need to be, the way to eat is paleo. But, there's not one way to do everything. And if it makes me feel good, then it's okay. I don't have any, inflammation in my body that I know of. I don't have any irritable bowel syndrome. You know what I mean? Things that people who eat Whole 30 and paleo are usually fighting against. So if that doesn't apply to me, then I can include these foods and I'm not going to die. And if it makes me feel good and it makes me get my workout done, then it's okay. And I have to keep telling myself that, even though I've kind of been brainwashed to make these foods the enemy. Okay, so I had a great workout, and then I came home and I made myself a breakfast, which was paleo. I had 2 eggs, 1 hot dog, and a cucumber. Usually I would eat maybe 3 eggs and 2 hot dogs, but I'm trying to eat smaller portions. And everything was organic, cage-free garbage. So see, I still have that thinking in my head. I have not cooked in a while, which is hindering my progress, I think. For my seamless thing, remember I wasn't supposed to order seamless? I made it 29 days before I made an order because I was hungry and I was at work and I didn't have a choice. I did have a choice, but I made I ordered. And so since then, I've been back to my daily seamless habit, which I have to improve on, and I will soon. I mean, today is a good feeling that I have, and maybe I can use this momentum. I also have a theory that the week before I get my period, I get very this burst of energy and this motivation, and so it's like a cycle. You know what I mean? So so as soon as this happens to me, I'll be super, super good and at a really good point. And then I'll go, and then I'll get so tired from just all the blood loss and I'll sabotage myself. And then I'll just be in a slump until my next high. And it's literally a monthly cycle like this. And what's throwing me off is that sometimes I just think about it because I know what's happening and I'm just so exhausted from the cycle. I feel sometimes I can't break the cycle because my hormones are dictating my life, not my brain, my hormones. Everything's all about the hormones. So there's that. And then I watched a really good movie last night. I slept a little late because of it, but it was so good. It was with Sarah Jessica Parker. It's on Netflix. It's called How Does She Do It All? Something like that. And it was so good. There were so many moments in that movie that I could relate to about how women and men think differently and how the responsibilities of working moms actually, is just such a big list. There's one point where she's laying in bed and she's making a list in her head, and I've done it so many times, and it's so relatable. It's such a good movie, but it's also such a feel-good movie, and it gives you kind of she doesn't have to choose, which I love. and I'm so happy that there's like media out there that shows you she doesn't have to choose, and if you're just like good, then you can do it, if you just do your best. So I want to cry. Like, I'm getting choked up thinking about this movie. It was such a good movie. I'm surprised it doesn't have more attention on it. What else was I gonna say? I don't know. So for the month of January, I read a couple books. I read, well, we talked about The Secret, and I read Girl Wash Your Face. I love The Secret. Girl Wash Your Face was kind of like in the same thinking. But I didn't like Girl Wash Your Face as much. It just sounded a little bit too, I don't know if naive is the word. Just too, I don't know, like sophomore. Like wise, but also I don't know, I couldn't explain it. And I also listened to a podcast, finished a podcast called The Dream, where they talk about MLMs, and it was very interesting. MLMs are multi-level marketings, and how they're like pyramid schemes, and how they use things like The Secret and like all these philosophies about how you are in control, and if you will it, it will happen. That type of thinking, to basically lure people into this business scheme. Very interesting, very interesting. I like listened to it in a couple of days because it was so just so interesting. I don't know, do I have any updates? I have to start, okay, so for the next few months, I'm set up to do work. I'm set up for my implant course. I'm set up for a photography course. I'm set up for a CBCT course. And I have coming up in April, I'll be going to San Diego for the American Academy of Cosmetic Dentistry Conference, which I'm so excited about. And me and my husband are going to go together, so it's going to be like a nice vacation for the both of us. And then we're also, well, I'm going in July to, that's April. In May, I'm going to Israel. And then in June, I'm taking my exam for my fellowship in implant dentistry, which is exciting. Actually, tomorrow, I'm doing my second big case. I'm really excited about it. And then yesterday I gave, so there's something called laughing gas or nitrous, and it's something I was trained in dental school, but because I was pregnant so much, I stayed away from nitrous because you're not supposed to be around nitrous when you're pregnant. So I stayed away from it, and I didn't really, practice it a lot, and I've been kind of avoiding it. We have it in the office, and I've just been avoiding it all the time. And yesterday, I have a patient who just always comes high to the office anyway. That's just the way he gets through the procedures, and I'm okay with it because it's just his normal. And so I decided we were going to do 2 very invasive procedures for him. Let's do the laughing gas, and me and my assistant, we just figured it out, and it was awesome. The patient felt great. I got to do one of the procedures that I wanted to do. So I think it's definitely something I'm gonna use in my practice more. And it's like, you know what it is? It's like making that first step is so important. Like, things that are on my mind, I'm realizing all you have to do is make that first step. Like, just do it. It's not such a big deal. Just do it, and then from there you can explode and be well. Like, you know what I mean? Keep doing it. Same thing with the implants. Same thing. Anything you're trying brand new. I just remembered that I need buttons for one of my patients. Let's see, what else do I have? Just do it. That's my other thing. And what else? I had something else to say. Oh yeah. So in June I'm taking my implantology test, and in July I'm taking my fellowship in the Academy of General Dentistry exam. So there's like a lot of studying that I have to be doing, and I'm also like really into this morning workout thing. And in my responsibility is to do the take the kids to school every morning. Like when I wake up at like 6:37, my husband's already gone. He leaves like really early, so I don't feel like I have the opportunity to do that. You know what I mean? I can't like leave the house, and especially the weather's getting a little bit better. I would love to be the type of person who just goes and takes a jog in the morning. But I'm not that person. I hate running, but I would love to be that person, you know? But I can't be that person because I can't leave my kids' mother well alone. And unless I do a workout at home, but the excuse that I'm saying right now for not working out at home is I'm going to make noise, and my downstairs neighbors are already super angry at us for making so much noise that, like, I don't want to make it worse. But again, I don't have to be jumping either, which is, why do I make excuses? I should just do it. And then I also have to sleep better so that I can wake up early enough to do this without interrupting my kids. I don't know. Okay. I feel motivated again. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Oh, and I do have my coffee. I always introduce my coffee with me. And I feel like I'm finally back. Last week I was thrown off because of my implant course. Oh yeah, anyway. So I think I need to change my schedule around a little bit. But I'm also a little bit nervous because I think if I work less, I'll make less money. And I don't know if I'm ready for that because I need money. Like this month, I didn't think that I was going to have enough money to pay myself because of all the expenses that I have. Like, so I was going to deposit all the money that I made and then basically pay my credit card bills and all the stuff, all the money I paid to go to the conferences and yada yada. And I thought I wasn't going to have any money left over, but I do. And that's awesome. So I can actually pay myself. I didn't expect to this month. Knock on wood, knock on wood. This profit first mentality, I've been using it and basically being like, I have to pay myself this amount of money, regardless of how much money I have to spend also. So the whole point is you spend, you give yourself a profit first. And then from there, if you don't have enough to spend, enough to pay your expenses, then that means you're spending too much. And you have to kind of get innovative about why you're spending so much, like how you can spend less to get everything done. But this month I just had a lot of expenses, you know? But it's still okay. It makes me hopeful. But also, like, at the same time, I do want to take time. I want to have time like this in the morning to just chill, to eat a normal breakfast, to breathe, and to make a video, and to exercise, and then I'll go to work. But I know, you give and you take. I would love to do this though. Like, this feels better for me. This was kind of ranty. I think next time I have to have some sort of like schedule or agenda. But anyway, I'm approaching 15 minutes and I think I should stop the video. I hope that everyone is motivated and happy, and I'm also taking recommendations for audiobooks because I have the Audible membership, and I'm between Deep Work by Cal Newport and The 5-Second Rule by Mel Robbins. Not sure which one I want to go for, but if you have something even better, I'm interested because I love audiobooks now, and I'm open to, or even podcasts, like one of those series. If you can recommend a series or an audiobook to me, I will mention you in my next video. Okay, 15 minutes is almost up. Have a beautiful day. I will see you, I hope, next week. Bye.